Hello guys, I'm Z1815 here, and this is Gamers Lounge Summer Cup once again. And it's Netcut vs Shadow Rave. I'm like following them. This is the third game of Shadow Rave that I've casted, but they're missing their offlaner. The guy's name I couldn't pronounce. They have a stand-in, the player for Wicked Wings. Just keep your eyes on. So I don't know if that'll affect them too much. Their offlaner's done some work in prior games, but he's not here today. So we see Netcut bans out Omniite and Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain just annoying mid hero to go against, but the Omniite ban that early, it's kind of interesting. Maybe they want to go for some sort of magic lineup, but with the Leshrac ban coming out from Shadow Rave, one of the heroes probably that's weakness is Omniite. Can't be picked. Shadow Rave also gives out the Undying ban, just a very strong hero apparently. Very annoying to deal with. Zombies, decay. Horrible hero to play against. But Netcut goes off with the first pick of the Bloodseeker. Yes. I mean, there's not really much to say about Bloodseeker. He's incredibly annoying. He's dominates no matter what, pretty much. He's hard to deal with. But Shadow Rave, pretty good counter pick, and another strong hero in the current meta is Tusk. That snowball is key to escaping a Bloodseeker. And the nice sorta like pseudo lockdown that he provides, and the short stone snowball and whatever wall response does pushes you in the air. Just, it's a nice pickup. And the utility that it brings, because it's a support slot, go in the off lane. If you're really ballsy, you can go mid with it. It's really a diverse pick. No, we aren't able to tell with the Bloodseeker pick so early if it will be in like a mid-roll, safe lane, or even in the jungle if Netcut's feeling really greedy. I saw a jungle Bloodseeker in this tournament recently, and it worked off pretty well. And well, now it's Gyrocopter pickup, who's normally your safe lane carry, but could be played in the mid position. So once again, Gyrocopter could be played in all. He's normally played in safe lane carry, but for that pickup, you wonder what what Netcut's plan is really right now. If they're gonna go very greedy, they could go very defensive with it. And now a Disruptor pickup, that's a very strong hero against that Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker can try to run away or could try to run towards the fight, but with Glimpse kind of makes that all null. He's trying to run away really fast. He could be brought back, and if he tries to run in the fight from the long ways away, he'll get sent right back out of the fight, and then you're without your Bloodseeker for an entire fight. He's a pretty important hero in the fight. We have Magnus banned out. Magnus and the Bloodseeker and with a Gyrocopter and a Bloodseeker. That would just be painful to deal with. It would not be fun. You RP like two heroes, they're both screwed. They both get caught in the horrible Bloodright silence. They're both stuck in Call Down, Rocket Barrage, Flat Cannon, all those. And, well, Shadow Rave realizes that and bans that Magnus out. Dazzle is banned out by Netcut. Dazzle's obviously very strong against Bloodseeker and in some way Gyro, because the missile's hard to get to stun to cancel a TP because of the setup time on the missile, and then it has to fly slowly towards the target. And then of course Bloodseeker has no stuns, so you can be on 1 health and just TP away. That's the classic words of advice from pubs. If there's a Bloodseeker on the enemy team, you just need a TP. But now it's even harder to just do that because he does so much right click damage when you're on low health. And that easy TP It's a lot harder now when he's dealing 300 right-click damage at 15 minutes. Ursa's also banned out. Strong hero against Bloodseeker because Bloodseeker literally cannot man mode on Ursa. Almost ever. Ursa pops his ult, he W's now. Bloodseeker can kite the Ursa, but kiting the Ursa does not kill the Ursa. The Enigma ban up by Shadow Rave, they understand the importance of locking down these BKB, piercing, team fight heroes with the long disables in their ultimate. But that would also show that'd be a greedy pick for Netgut if they picked Enigma. Now, we can't really tell yet from the draft if how greedy it's going to be. But Shadow Rave so far is probably the opposite. So it's not greedy at all. Pick two heroes that are gonna work well with or without farm. Well, Netcut picks two heroes that kind of snowball well, but they do like their items. Like early on, they have good early fighting in Rocket Barrage and in Bloodseeker being an annoying bastard to deal with. Overall, you do want to see your BKBs coming out for both of those heroes normally. Bristleback would be the pickup for Shadow Rave. I'm not sure there'll be an offlane or a carry. It's pretty good against Gyrocopter though, just because push your back to it, and it reduces a lot of damage.
5초 남았습니다. 예비 시간입니다.
Alright, we got the Zeus Bloodseeker. That's they already got a combo going with both these heroes. Actually, all three heroes kind of synergize pretty well, but they're lacking a good stun right now. Still, Netcut, and they probably should be looking out for that. Those are wind chimes. Pretty cool.
10초 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다.
Now we have a Viper pickup from Shadow Rave.
다이아 진영이 영웅을 선택할
Against
차례입니다.
Zeus, those are the two mid heroes. I think Viper has a pretty distinct advantage. Now we have a Witch Doctor picked up, and that's the
레디언트 진영이
probably
금지
for
영웅을
support. I mean, Zeus
선택할
could be around
차례입니다.
support, but that's I mean, when we're looking at it, that's the reliable disable they probably wanted, and no one ever thinks the Witch Doctor when you say reliable disable, because
5초
the cask
남았습니다.
is anything but reliable, but it is something you can
예비
click on.
시간입니다.
It's just a point target sort of thing that will be able to cancel TPs, which is good. Now you get the Zeus Lightning Bolt, well, that's also not a very long disable. The cask could be a long disable. And now we got a Puck band out, so they
다이아
Puck
진영이
could have gone
금지
offline, could
영웅을
have gone mid.
선택할 차례입니다.
So all these heroes aren't very restricted in their roles, so it's kind of hard to think about what's going on. I'm really just kind of guessing, and I don't want to throw out
10초
too many
남았습니다.
insane guesses. But
5초
I mean,
남았습니다.
safe lane Gyrocopter, Witch Doctor, and then another support. Maybe
예비
Zeus.
시간입니다.
No, yeah, Zeus mid, and maybe it's just only Witch Doctor, then offlaner and Bloodseeker jungle, or is the Gyrocopter support?
레디언트 진영이
I
영웅을
just don't know.
선택할
And they banned the
차례입니다.
PL out. I don't think you needed to ban PL out. I think PL you should have been happy if they pick a PL. Bloodseeker can isolate that one PL pretty well. Gyrocopter's got flat can to deal with all the PLs. They got a lot of AoE, so That must have just been the fear of playing against PL, and they're just not comfortable playing
10초
against it.
남았습니다.
More so than that, that would be a strong pick in Shadow Rave's draft, which
5초 남았습니다.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad pick, but I don't think it could be incredibly strong
예비
against Netcut.
시간입니다.
There's no heroes like a Wraith King or something like that where you say, oh, well, PL would beat that hero. No, I think they had the AoE to deal with PL. That's an interesting ban, to say the least.
10초 남았습니다.
Maybe a bit of waste, but alright, we see the Slark pick up, and well, Slark is normally considered a hero to be directly countered by Bloodseeker just because Slark can't regen health on low health. So that's probably not the pick Netcut was expecting at all. So their draft isn't greedy, and it really is gonna hit its stride at around like 20-30 minutes probably. Netcut's draft is gonna start off probably really strong, like early on maybe, depending on this last pick. If they get like a Medusa, then all bets are off, but we shall see. Overall, I think Shadow Rave's draft is pretty balanced. It's got tank, it's got a bit of damage in that Slark and in the Tusk, with the Raw response at least, and Viper 2 has a lot of damage, and then it's got slow, it's got a bit of stun, or TP canceling shit, and Slark will normally buy a Basher, so that's another stun. You can count that in. Now, do I think they have what they need to deal with Bloodseeker? I think I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Alright, so they do pick the Lion and the Witch Doctor, so that tells me that maybe Zeus is going to be in offlane, or they're going to aggro try and have a solo safe lane Bloodseeker, Zeus in the mid lane. That's what it's looking at. And, yeah, so they'll Shadow Rave standing will be in the offlane. And now let's go through the players. Yeah, I know you're waiting for me to say one guy's name. Shadow Rave's gonna be having Fly High and the Professor on the Disruptor and Tusk supporting. Exclusive on your safe lane Slark, and Meepo on the mid Viper. Now for Netcut, we're still figuring out what the lanes are going to be. I'm not entirely sure yet. They're not really helping me out with this, but I mean, we know why so serious, aggressive nigga are gonna be on Lion and Witch Doctor support. But where are the cores going? All three cores can kind of go in any lane they want. And really, there's alright. Isn't it aggressive? I can't. Well, they might just be going for some early warding or a level 1 fight. I think they probably feel pretty confident in their level 1 fight. Yeah, they're never gonna meet up though. So Netcut is gonna go aggressively ward the bot lane. Wow. Shadow Rave is gonna be confirming the top rune while getting a ward down. Probably block a camp or just get vision. See where he places it. That's a good spot. I like that. That's something that a careless support may not notice. They give Zeus the rune, so Zeus is going mid. And it looks like they're going to be doing the aggro try up against that Slark. And are they going to aggro? They're going to aggro try both lanes. I know. Okay. So they predict the aggro try, which is a smart thing. And by doing this, now the Bloodseeker is going to have a much harder time in an aggro try lane, against an aggro try lane, than the Bristleback was, because the Bristleback, that was his plan. The only problem the Bristleback's going to have now is that he's going to be a bit behind in XP because he has to rotate bot, because this was not planned probably at the start. Overall, mid lane, we see that Viper picks up an early level in corrosive skin. I really like that against the Zeus. The bonus magic resistance and the damage that Zeus feels every time he does that. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough for maybe Zeus to be a bit wary of doing that over and over. Zeus went only one clarity, but he also went a null talisman, so. And by doing the spell spam, you normally just go clarities with spell spam. You don't really. Okay, this is a key part of the lane. Zeus is going to have to be very careful with that clarity and the corrosive skin. Oh. Oh, just corrosive skin doesn't deal enough damage yet. Oh. Yeah, no, it's only 10. Needs to be 40, I think. Oh, never mind. It's okay. He's alright. Everything's going to be alright. And they're going on Bloodseeker. They jump in, but he's only level 1, so. Wow. That might have been an ill-advised move. A little bit of miscommunication coming out from Shadow Rave. Meanwhile, Bristleback is really unable to get anything that's landed. Now they're going to go in on Bristleback. Rocket Barrage coming out, and it looks like your Bristleback will be going down thanks to Maledict. Courier canceled, and yeah, he's dead now. First blood drawn by the Musketeer on your Gyrocopter, who's playing the aggro try carry. There's the Faddish playing on your Zeus, and yeah, we got El Kabir on your sad solo lane Bloodseeker. Yeah, Bristleback, it's gonna be hard for him. The Maledict's really gonna hurt him. And it's gonna be hard for him to survive in this stun heavy tri lane. It's just not very fun to face up against solo. It would have been hard to face up against in a tri-v tri scenario. I don't think Shadow Rave's tri lane would have been able to fight against the tri lane of Netcut, so it's a very smart move for them to rotate top, even if they're sort of sacking the Bristleback. And now Bristleback went a bit too far again. There's a DD on the Lion, and it looks like he will get caught out again. DD's hurting, and the stun from Witch Doctor comes out, and that's 2 kills very quickly on your Bristleback. And he's level 3, Bloodseeker's level 4, and Shadow Rave, you really need to get kills up probably on that Bloodseeker sooner or later, because right now he's farming pretty well. Pretty well, I say, as in pretty well against an aggro tri lane if he's alone. The skill build is what kind of is surprising. He gets no points in the queue, so that's no sustain for him, and he gets 2 in Blood Right and 2 in Thirst. That's not an everyday build. Bristleback, meanwhile, he still wants to probably play it safe. I think he might want to try to pull a lane, maybe pick up a ward and pick up a rune and rotate mid, maybe potentially. But Lion in that mid lane, he's winning the last hits, but he's low on health and he's out of regen. Zeus meanwhile already has his bottle, so I don't know where. Okay, he's pulling out a salve, carrying a salve himself. Hopefully he doesn't get that cancelled by Zeus. That's always sad. No, what was corrosive skin? He's maxing it first, so he really doesn't like the Zeus and what he's doing to him. That's gonna be 20 times 4. That's 80 damage for every time Zeus does it on him. And that's actually almost a bad trade for him. He gets barely any. It's almost an equal trade. Tiny bit of favor in Zeus, but now they're going in. Slark's gonna be caught out. He's only level 3, and it looks like they see him. Zeus, how much time? Oh, the glimpse, not in time, and now Witch Doctor gets both stunned up. 1 down, 1 more to go. A huge rotation is coming out from Netcut. And Bloodseeker, he's chasing, he's feeling fast. Nah, he will back off, and it's a 2-0 after a rather large rotation coming out from Netcut. Gives the space to Bristleback, though. Good for him. But he's backing off. He's not feeling safe. He's not feeling that space. The question is, do they stay there? I think Netcut, they want to stay. Now, Shadow Rave, though, they're coming right back into it. They want to stay, too. And I think that's an interesting choice. Like, what can Slyke do? If Slyke gets close to the gyrocopter, he's pretty much dead. So he's gonna struggle in this lane now. Overall, he's had absolute refarm and the most last hits in the game, so he's leading in farm a bit. But now, I feel like your farm is going to sort of maybe stop. It's going to be hard. After having that good start in farm, that unfortunate death. They just got a bit too aggressive. The slightest bit too aggressive, but they want to go in on Lion. I don't know if they sent... Yeah, they made seen out the Witch Doctor. See that he's bot. He's not there. It's going to be 2v3. But the Gyrocopter, he's still scary in the early game. And we still have the Thunder God's Raft. Raft? It's a boat. Thunder God's Wrath. And... yeah, Tusk use out his spells, but they're not going in on it. Not yet. They have to be careful. If they don't get the Snowball Stun on Lion, the potential for a 3-man Impale-y thing. Or Earth Spike, I guess. Impales. They're like the same spell, okay? But... see, this is what Shadow Rave probably should try to exploit. The Witch Doctor solo rotating all alone. And he's walking by himself. That's the pickoff. And now we have Viper with the DD. Slark's gotta be careful, but the snowball comes in, and it looks like they get an easy kill on Gyrocopter. Thunder God's Wrath comes out. Will anyone go down? Slark gonna get caught up stunned. Maledicted. Will he go down? The last tower shot, and the Maledict is gonna get him. Yeah, you cannot purge that off, Slark. It's a mistake. But the double kill coming out for your Viper, but he's getting low. Will Bloodseeker go down? No. Very close. Nice Blood Right. Able to get a few creep kills, and that allows him to survive. And now another one goes down. Tusk is low. Does Zeus want to go in? No, he's going to play it safe. And that's going to be a 2 for 2. 2 for 2 engagement. Yep. 2 for 2. And we see it's actually... oh, no, it's 3 for 2. My mistake. It's 3 for 2. And it's actually in favor of Netcut again. So they're rotating a bunch top. And that was a Viper with a DD rune and was not able to stand against those the Bloodseeker's right clicks. He's just such a strong hero right now. Completely awful to deal with. We see a haste rune top lane. Viper's gonna be picking that up. Maybe he'll think to rotate top. All 5 are top. He's still going though. Maybe he can pick off this courier. A courier snipe would be a huge... oh, he sees it. No, he misses. Misses. RNG is not on his side. And they're trying to control that courier, micro that courier. And he has the high ground advantage in the rupture. It tickles him. But now he's feeling the pain. He thinks he can right click up against it. No, he can, and he will go down. Bloodseeker gets another kill. Very low. Do we see the snowball come in? No. Impale on 2. Both get maledicted, and now Slark's gonna go down. Tusk is avoiding as many maledicts as he can. And they're going to try to back off, a cancel of the Death Ward. But now everyone's low, and Gyrocopter rotates in. Disruptor will go down. It's a 4 for 0 engagement in favor of Netcut. Bristleback, meanwhile, he's trying to recover and farm. And, you know, that's important for him. He wants to get that early Vanguard up, maybe. That's what it looks like. He's rushing it before boots. Which is a interesting thing to do. But, yeah. Netcut is definitely pulling ahead in the lead, even with maybe some last hit advantage in Shadow Rave. The kills are in such a favor of Netcut that Shadow Rave is falling behind as a result. Bristleback. Gonna get that 10-minute rune. Will it be a bounty? He gets a little late now. Looking at levels. Which one's levels? Oh, is it E? It's E apparently. Bristleback is actually tied with Bloodseeker, so he's completely recovered in that sense. Check out net worth though. Net worths on the heroes. The top 3 farmers, all from Netcut. Not what you want to see.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Now, without the 6s of Shadow Rave, I think they're gonna struggle. These heroes on Netcut have very good, like, early level spells. Rocket Barrage, just the stuns coming out the cask, the Zeus Lightning Bolt and stuff. Those all do a lot of damage. Bloodseeker's Thirst is just awful to deal with, no matter what. But now, We see engagement from Viper on the Lion, but he's getting low. He'll get chain stunned down. And he's unable to get that kill. Will they be able to kill the Lion? No, Lion survives on 38 HP. And now Bloodseeker's coming in. Bloodseeker looking for the rupture. Silence. Professor doesn't care about the bleeding. He's gonna keep running. And now, snowball up. But it looks like he will go down anyway. Yeah, one right click and he's dead. That's 3 down. 3 done. You just can't fight up against this Bloodseeker who's already level 8 and is ahead of you early on. You just have to play it safe and maybe concede. And do we see the Vanguard pick up? Yep, Vanguard pick up. 11-minute Vanguard.
다이어의 중복 포탑이 공격받고
Bristleback,
있습니다.
who had a poor start early, is doing pretty okay for himself now. He's not as rich as that Bloodseeker,
공격받고 있습니다.
but he's not completely irrelevant. Like, that's what you have to worry about, having a bad start in your Bristleback, that hero not recovering very well. But he's recovering an alright amount. If he was like at the net worth of like the Disruptor or Tusk, then we'd say, oh, he's probably out of this game and he's just a paperweight. But the Vanguard pickup, can't complain. I think the biggest mistake Shadow Rave is making is rotating that Viper before he's getting an item. I think if you wait till Viper gets the mech, you wait till he gets, I guess, an Axe, that'd be a big deal. Maybe a Yasha, something like that. He can do a lot more, and now he's just delaying the farm on those items in top lane. We gotta kill him the Tusk. You just go a bit too far, and they chain lock you down. And during that entire time, your Gyro's rocket barraging you. You're taking damage, and you're gonna have a hard time against that. Having Slark go solo against the Bloodseeker now, I think that's an okay move. I think Slark can escape, just use his ult and TP, and I think he'll be safe. But now they're rotating down on the Slark. They are following him everywhere he goes. On top lane, Tusk is getting low again, and he will go down. Are they able to get a kill on any of them? Yep, they want to go back on Gyro. Gyro's getting low though. Lots and lots of quill stacks on him, and he will go down. Bristleback unable to get taken down by that Zeus ult. 2 quill stacks only on Lion. Not enough mana for Finger. Bot lane, we see Slark gets killed again. Too much damage output. You see the rupture being popped, and he didn't have a TP on him, so they didn't follow the pub rule. Always carry a TP. The good thing is they gotta kill him the Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter only had 1 death prior, so you know that's a good kill. That's a good kill. The Disruptor was involved. The Bristleback was involved. So you gotta be happy about that. And now we see Viper picking up some items, making a way towards his mech. He should pull the cord. Zeus is gonna activate the haste rune. And how's our Zeus doing it? He's 1-0 and has 9 assists. He's helping everyone. Zeus ult. And now Courier. Will it get picked off by Zeus? He's not the best hero to pick off the Courier, and now we already see Bristleback is ruptured up, but he doesn't care. He's pretty tanky. And Courier's getting low. Zeus is gonna be running away though. Oh, the haste rune, it just runs out. They see it run out, and they're gonna go for him. Maybe. Nah, they back off. They don't want to over-aggress. They're a bit scared. And 3:17, 15 minutes in the game, you should be a bit scared. It's natural. Now your Bristleback. Tusk disconnects from the game. We'll be looking out for a pause for the Professor. And Tusk hasn't had the best of games. He's 0 for 4. Same score as the Slark, to be fair, but Slark is actually leading the game and lasted still. I don't know how he's doing this, though. Like, he's just dying. He's been unable to really successfully survive in a fight, and he's still leading lasted. So the space that he's given, he's making the most use out of it. And Well, the stand-in, just keep your eyes on me. He's doing the best he can. He was put in a hard lane to face off against. He managed to actually get a kill now because of a good rotation. And he has a Vanguard. And does he have his boots yet? Oh, that gyrocopter. No, he has brown boots, but he's going what looks like a blade mail. My opinions on blade mail bristleback, I don't like it. It's probably one of my least favorite items on bristleback. To me, the whole point of bristleback is that you reduce damage on yourself, so why are you getting a blade mail? Which will do reduce damage because of you. Gyrocopter, he's gotten a creep and he's probably going to be looking to stack some camps, some ancients, huh? And well, it's gonna be key for Shadow Rave probably to contest those ancient stacks. Bristleback is great at taking ancient stacks. Everyone else on the team not so much, but Bristleback is, and that's what counts. If they're able to do that, that's gonna bring them back in. Now we see that the net worth gain that Netcut was receiving has kind of leveled off, which is good. Shadow Rave is managing right now to, it looks like, to stop that bleeding, to stop that net worth bleed. Wow, XP wise, yeah, they're stopping that net worth bleed. They're stopping the bleeding, and that's important. If they continue to let the Bloodseeker roll, then they'll just lose. They'll lose all their towers, and they will just get rolled over. But with that pickup of the mech coming out soon, that's like a band-aid item. That item is gonna put a band-aid over that cut. It doesn't heal the cut, but it kind of stops the bleeding. I keep saying that, but it's true. Okay. These items that Shadow Rave are picking up, other than Slark looks to be on Yasha, which I like. He's not conceding. He's not going for a crap item just because he's dying a lot. He's still going to continue his belief that he's going to carry the game, and I like that. If he does that, he will be able to carry the game eventually. Eventually, he will be able to man fight against that rocket barrage a bit. If he plays it right, he can actually avoid it. Like, oh, you'll try rocket barrage, back off, then jump back in. And you just gotta play it correctly. He can't just man mode and like just go in because the damage coming out from Zeus, from Gyrocopter, the Death Ward, Lion's Finger. If he's not careful, he will get nuked down. He could get like insta-gibbed by a Thunder God's Wrath and a Finger, which is pretty disgusting. And we now have Tusk. He's the professor. Has reconnected back into the game. And we'll start up again. Now Slight going back to the jungle to farm. He has to be careful about getting too low. If Bloodseeker notices that he has an unnaturally high move speed, he'll know. That's the sign that it's time for him. But now Netcode gripping up top, and they will be pushing the tower down. Get some early tower push up, and they're doing a lot of damage to it. Meanwhile, Shadow Rave wants to return the favor. The bot tower is low. Turtle. Alright, Zeus Salt comes out, and oh no, Zeus, he's out of mana, and he goes down. That's a pig off for the Viper. Bloodseeker is low. Bloodseeker's chasing. He's faster than a speeding bullet. He knows to TP out. Uh-oh. Glimpse him back, but it's too late. He gives him a free get out of jail free card, Disruptor does, and that turns into a 1-for-1. Now it's really worth it for Shadow Rave because that was the Zeus for the Disruptor, but does it say it's not worth? Oh, it doesn't know it's the kill. Well, they defend the bot tower. The top tower goes down, but your Zeus dies, and Disruptor makes a slight misplay. But that just shows you the power of that Bloodseeker. No one is safe. He wasn't even going for Disruptor, and he just happened to run into him. Unfortunate for Disruptor, but just happens to run into him, and then they get the kill. It's a free kill. And now he's 5-0 on Bloodseeker. 16 minutes on. This is what you fear. And I wonder what he's going to be picking up now. He's getting the Sanjin Yasha, probably. I imagine. Sanjin Yasha is a really strong pick up on Bloodseeker. His whole point's move speed. What gives you the most move speed? Sanjin Yasha. Now, Slark, he's also picking up his Yasha. So he's managing to stay closest, but you have to remember Bloodseeker has 1k in the bank, while Slark has expended all his funds. That kill did help Zeus get the mech. Zeus get the mech. Viper get the mech after that kill on Zeus. And he's nicely leveled, level 11. Gyrocopter, going to take those stacks. He's almost got 2k gold. Maybe we'll be seeing a Yasha come out from him as well. All these items very similar to each other.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
They might feel like they can nuke down. Oh, they're going in! The double cast stuns. It's gonna keep happening back and forth. Disruptor goes down. The mech won't even matter because the finger of death comes out. And those are two freebies. Netcode sees the netcut sees the positioning mistake from Shadow Rave, sees the opportunity for a clutch cask, and they get simple double kill just from perfect execution coming out from netcut. Slark continuing to farm up. He's gonna go for a Sanjin Yasha as well, it looks like. Bloodseeker though already has it if he wants it. He might go for Manta. Who knows? I think Sanjin Yasha was the right move. Slark's gonna make a rotation through the jungle, and they may see him when he does it. This Bristleback though, he's continuing to farm up tanky items. That potential blade mail looks like it's turning into a hood. And now they're going in on Slark. He's low. They have a rupture. They have a rupture, and Slark is dead. Witch Doctor cast comes out and pokes him in the head, and he's dead. Now Bristleback knows they don't have really anything. They use their spells. Now, unfortunately for him, Maledict does connect, and this is the item that'll hurt. And now we'll be able to get that kill on him. No. Witch Doctor survives on basically 80 HP, and that TP that got canceled by the Viper does allow Witch Doctor to escape with his life. Communication mistake, cast. Ooh, good cast cancel with the snowball. And both the stuns come out, and both of them, the nuke damage. Sorry, I just can't handle it. And Disruptor trying to escape with his life. Call down comes out with a second missile hit. No, barely misses, but Bloodseeker's running in and click, click, click. Bloodseeker's got like 20 minutes into the game. He's 9-0-5. Checking out the call. Yeah, he has a lot, but net worth. Slark is still managing to stay up there, but Bloodseeker is quickly pulling away, along with the gyro. Fall home. Gyrocopter's almost got his BKB already, and does he have a Sanj yet? No, he's saving up. Maybe he's going for Radiance.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
I think the key problem is that around 30 minutes, mid-20s, that's when Shadow Rave is supposed to get off their feet and kind of push with the Mech Viper. But now, it's the other way. And Shadow Rave needs to relog, calling for lag. Game client out of date. Oh boy, that's gonna be unfortunate for him. No, Slark is close to his Sanjin Yasha, and I think he needs to switch his treads to the strength treads, because he still feels squishy. But maybe with the Sanjin Yasha and some strength treads, he'll be able to tank up against the enemy. And Bloodseeker, almost at 3.8k gold. This could be. It could be the. Another pilot's coming out, and Disruptor is AFK. Ain't no leg gonna let you see. And G comes out from Disruptor. And now they have to be careful. Oh. Oh god, the TP sound. Get it away. Where can Shadow Rave go with this? I think they need to get a solo pick off. So something like, look at that gyrocopter. He's all alone. They need to go on that gyrocopter and find him and kill him and take his stacks. But gyrocopter is choosing to be safe rather than sorry with the stacks, and it's taking them every time. It's like 2 to 3 stacks instead of waiting for a huge 5-stack camp. No fun. But well, Shadow Rave probably looking to just hold out for now. Their early game has not gone very well, but they haven't really been able to stop Netcut from just pushing them around. And yeah, they do have ward. Okay, they have a ward on the ancient now, so I'll be able to see that. Now where's Slark's Sanj? It's coming in right now, so they can't fight yet, but Bristleback's already getting low. Oh, the damage, and he will go down. Wicked sick on your Witchstalker. 7-0-13. He's had an outstanding game. Sanj and Yasha comes out. And Slark gonna continue to push. Doesn't think they can fight, and I don't think they're wrong. Now, they got 2 ults down, which maybe should encourage them a bit to fight. But does Slark have a TP? Yes, he does. He can TP top at any moment, but looks like they're gonna concede the tower. Maybe try to go for a trade, but they're not gonna be able to go for that trade very well. And Zeus able to get picked off by Slark. Outstanding play coming out from Slark. And well, you know what? They need more of those. And are they gonna get another? No, this is Bloodseeker. You can't do that to Bloodseeker. It's like he's like, you gotta back off from that. And well, Shadow Rave, they want more of those, and that's exactly maybe what Slark will be doing. Now, the wards, we look at the ward coverage coming out from Netcut. I mean, they're pretty aggressive, and they're spotting out all these movements. The jungle for Shadow, right? It doesn't feel safe for them when Netcut being so aggressively warded. And top lane, Slark looking to get another tower. And by doing this, he's hopping, or you could say pouncing, back to the lead. Well, not the lead, just back into relevance. Because now he's got an ultimate orb pickup, he's going to be going for that Scotty. And he needs this. He needs the tank up. If he tanks up and the fight lasts longer, the Slark, that's when he's going to have his advantage. After Netcut pops everything and they don't really have anything left to do, I think that's where Shadow Rave might have an advantage. Netcut, very bursty lineup. And after the burst, they want Bloodseeker to kind of clean up. After that burst and the flat cannon Reckless come out, they're going to have a hard time. But if they're able to survive against it, and now we get... Yeah, look at this. Disruptor, though, gets brought down instantly. Gets pushed back in, though. Good. No, Tusk. You get too low. And the ultimates come out now, and is it time to fight? You only got your cores left, but is that all you need? Lion going in. Misses the stun. Hits the Viper up. And are they able to get the Bloodseeker? He's getting low. Unable to kill the Viper. This is the turnaround maybe they needed. And now, Witch Doctor getting low. He has a big streak. He goes down as well. But Slark is getting low. He doesn't have mana for pounds. Can we get another bolt off? No, we can't. And well, everyone's low, but no one's going down. And if we look at that fight recap, it goes completely. It's a 2k gold swing in favor of Shadow Rave, and that is what they wanted. That was what they needed. Surely your supports died, but now your cores are catching up. That Slark, he's jumped over. He's pounced ahead of the Bloodseeker, and he's going to be able to pick up a second ultimate orb very soon, or even just save up and get that Scotty. That's what he needed. That's what they needed. That was a bit of an overextension from Netcut. They can't do that anymore now. Pounce on Gyrocopter. Slark Alden 7. And, oh, he's getting low. He's got to be careful. Now Bloodseeker is very fast. TP's coming out. And no, they don't have the damage to take him down. Barely escaping. Now Bristleback won't have that much luck though. And now Viper though goes on the Lion, and Lion is gonna go down. But now Bloodseeker is chasing down the Viper, and Viper's getting low, and it looks like he will go down. Too much speed coming out from Bloodseeker. And that's a 3-for-1. Not a very favorable engagement coming out, and you can kind of see that jump in net worth between Slark, Bloodseeker, and Gyro, and then everyone else. Everyone else a lot poorer. And without Slark in that fight, I think Netcut has to realize they can't play. I think Slark is almost making the hero's impact in a fight out of all the heroes. This kind of sounds weird, but like, I think Netcut, they could go without a hero in the fight. They could go without the Witch Doctor. They could go with the Gyro. They could go without the Bloodseeker. They could go without anybody. Well, Shadow Rave, they need everyone to an extent, but without the Slark, there's no chance of them successfully fighting engagement. Slark should realize there's a ward. They see him. He's got to play it safe. And maybe they'll be looking towards Roshan soon.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Alright, let's see some smoke coming out from Disruptor. Maybe he wants to be able to make some plays. Meanwhile, we have a smoke already coming out from Netcut. And we'll see if they meet up. Tusk is gonna meet an unfortunate end, potentially. He's gonna get instantly nuked down. And Bristleback, the same goes for him. That pipe won't save his life. The raid clicks and stuff coming out. Physical damage out from Witch Doctor. And that's an easy 2 kills. 2 kills. Freebies. Now they'll go for Rush. They know they can't fight. So how are they going? I don't know if Shadow Rave knows or they're just choosing not to contest. I feel like they might know because after being so aggressive, like, well, to just randomly back off seems a bit suspicious. And will this go to, this probably will go to the, yeah. It'll go to the Bloodseeker, and I think that's a good choice. Poor man's shield drop. Someone pick up my poor man's. And now Shadow Rave, they really cannot fight against an Aegis Bloodseeker. And the mid lane does go down. Denied, unfortunately, for Shadow Rave. So they're not experiencing that bonus gold, but Bristleback picks up a haste. He's building all take, so some of that damage that he potentially had isn't there. The Slark did pick up his Scotty though. Now we're gonna get stun locked. How does that hit? It curveball. It was a curve. Oh boy, who goes down? Lion goes down very fast. Slark getting Witch Doctor down, but everyone else for Shadow Rave is going down very fast. Slark is silenced and he goes down as well. They're able to kill the supports, but the cores survive in a very healthy fashion. MKB already picked up by Gyrocopter, and maybe is that... Oh, that's just the Sanjin Yasha. Huh. Oh yeah, he went BKB first. Now, it's going to be hard to defend, but I do think they can manage right now. Like, I don't even know if they'll get this tower. They shouldn't be able to. Bristleback should be able to defend against this. Because the longer they stay, the more quills they're getting stacked up against them. And they are too busy right-clicking the, No! Tusk! He's going in! And they no, Tusk goes in. But Bristleback was not on the same page. And quickly, Disruptor gets nuked down. And Shadow Rave. Some communication mistakes results in the death of 3. It's an unmitigated disaster coming out from them. And now, Slark, he doesn't have a TP. Blink comes in, and he's gonna get nuked down. And this is quickly turning sour for the folks at Shadow Rave.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 레디언트 하부 병영이 공격받고 있습니다.
And now Tusk getting locked down, and he's gonna go down too. And no, Snowball comes out. Oh no, physical. They have this magic resistance. They have BKBs. They have pipe. But all this damage is physical, and it just does not affect net cuts. Physical and pure damage to an extent. Now the Zeus seems magical, but Bloodseeker, Witch Doctor, they're pure damage heroes. And they won't be affected by these defensive item pickups that just didn't work out for Shadow Rave. Maybe the stand-in, it hurt their communication abilities, but we see once again, Netcut is going to be winning, and that'll be all she wrote for this game.